Hello everyone, Alicia here. I am getting ready to do my lunch prep for my WW friendly lunches for the week. And what I'm making this week are chicken burrito bowls. These are really easy, tasty, low point burrito bowls that come together pretty quickly. And like I said, they're really good. They have a lot of flavor. You can make them your own with whatever toppings you want to put on them. What I'm going to be showing you ingredient wise is just kind of the base of the bowls, and then at the end I'll show you how I dress mine up, what toppings I use and all that. But again, I'm going to just show you the base ingredients that you're going to need to make these. So let me start off with those ingredients. First off, what you're going to need is some boneless, skinless chicken breast. I have a pound here and I've just kind of chopped it up or cut it up into strips. Next up, you're going to need some cauliflower rice. You could use regular rice if you want. The points are going to be a little higher if you do. So I like to use the cauliflower rice. I'm this time using this cilantro lime. Now this does carry points because I believe it has oil in it. Yes, it has olive oil in it. So it's 50 points for a 3/4 cup serving, and it's 3 points for the whole bag. If you wanted to use just a plain cauliflower rice, it would be 0 points. But again, I'm using this one for a little extra flavor. I love the cilantro lime flavor. Next up, for veggies, I've got a medium red onion that I've kind of just diced up or sliced up. And then I've got a yellow bell pepper and a red bell pepper that I have sliced up. Here is a 15.5 ounce can. It's a mix of white and yellow corn. I've just drained that. And then here is a can of black beans that I rinsed and drained. And I've got a lime that I'm gonna wedge up for these. And then back here, I've got some taco seasoning. I'm gonna be using 2 tablespoons of that, and then 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And that is everything that's in these, so let me get them started. And then in a pretty good sized bowl here, I'm gonna take my chicken. I'm gonna just dump that in, along with my veggies. I'm gonna add in 2 tablespoons of that taco seasoning, and then 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And this olive oil, just for 2 tablespoons, is 9 points. So basically the only points, well, the taco seasoning is a point as well. So the only points are the olive oil for 9, a point for the taco seasoning, and then 3 for the rice cauliflower. So there are ways to cut back even more points off this if you wanted to do this without olive oil, but I think it adds a lot of flavor. So now I'm gonna just mix all this together and try to get everything nice and coated with the taco seasoning and the olive oil. I've got that pretty well coated, so now what I'm gonna do is take a large cookie sheet, I'm gonna line it with foil, and then I'm gonna just lay this on there, kind of spread it out so that it's not all kind of clumped together on here. All right, I've got that pretty evenly on there, so it'll hopefully cook evenly. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bake this in my preheated oven at 425 for about 20 minutes, or until that chicken reaches an internal temp of 165. And at that point, I will be back. But also, about the last 5 minutes of cooking, I'm gonna take my rice and pop that in the microwave. It takes about 5 minutes to cook so that it will be ready to go when this is. I let this cook right at 20 minutes and I temp check the chicken, and it's all 165 or higher. So now what I'm gonna do is just let this kind of rest for a few minutes, and I've got my rice cauliflower there cooked. So I'm gonna just let them both kind of cool a little, rest a little bit for probably about 5 minutes before I start putting these together. I let this cool just about 5 minutes. So now what I'm gonna do in my little containers here is I'm gonna divide everything by 4 and just add that in there, starting with my chicken and veggie mix. Next up, I'm gonna add in my cauliflower rice, and that's probably roughly a 1/3 cup in each one of these, maybe a little more. Then I'm gonna add my beans and my corn. And then finally I'm gonna put a lime wedge in each one of them. And then that is that. I've got 4 chicken burrito bowls all ready to go. Now, as you see them here, these are 3 points a piece. I am gonna show you how I top mine though, and tell you what the points are for the toppings that I use. But just as they are now, they are 3 points a piece. So I'm gonna go ahead, lid 3 of these up, put them in the fridge, and then make the other one up and show you how I eat it. This is how I like to eat mine. What I've got on here is some fat-free salsa, some fat-free Greek yogurt. You could use fat-free sour cream if you want. I know a lot of people don't like the fat-free Greek yogurt. I've also got a little bit of cilantro on there, and then an ounce of avocado. So the only thing that I added that has points is the avocado, and an ounce of avocado is a point. So that's gonna make my total for this 4 points, which I think is pretty good. This is really filling with all that protein and just makes a really good lunch. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you on the next one.